So I really need someone to say hello in response to my hello, please. Because at the moment I'm pretty sure that the sound's working and everything's good, but I would just some confirmation, I suppose. That sound good? Can anyone hear me out there? Sonia, oh, thank you. Thank you, Sonia. They're great. Sound is excellent. Great. Oh, that's okay then. So, let's have a cheer and a clap. We're working. It was the guy that came out to fix it the other afternoon was really great. He really knows what he's doing with these funny machines. Very briefly, the sound disappeared because the machine itself has a sound system, obviously runs on software, and every now and again Windows decides to do an update of everything. Well, they did an update of everything, but the two sound systems, the sound drivers, I think, didn't like each other. So he made a couple of adjustments to it, and all we have now is the Microsoft sound system in the computer. Windows or whatever it was can't override it. So we got that one good for a straight. Now I know what to do. Yes, I'm sure I do. So anyway, all good. All have a good weekend. Yes. If you haven't, don't bother answering, please, because we only want good vibes tonight. Yes. Okay. Good. I can see you all nodding your head in. I'm not sure if it's dismay or joy or not sure. So, well, we're all here. I tend to think we're all here. I am. I can see myself on the screen, so I must be here. Yes. So we will. We could. What time have we got? 4 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. So we've got 2 minutes. Some have been here. Some of you guys must have nothing better to do, really. No. Thank you all for joining, whatever time. So let us begin. Okay. Yes, excellent. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Let's start by before I'm going to start, I'm going to just ask a question so we can see how we go. I don't expect you all to answer. It's too much hassle with typing it out. Let's think about healing energy. Okay. If there is a scenario, whatever it may be, where someone could really be in a better state if they had healing energy, but you wouldn't give them healing of energy, irrespective if you knew them or not. But if you thought that they didn't deserve for whatever they'd done, if they had not done healing energy, would you go ahead and give it to them, or would you shut down and walk away? You don't have to answer, just answer to yourself. Because over the last couple of years, we've been sending out healing to everybody that is willing to accept it. But let's come into your end of the stick now. Is there anyone in your life, not necessarily really, but is there anyone you know of who, in your opinion, would not deserve to receive healing energy? Okay, and let's go a step further. If there was someone or people, doesn't matter. If there were people there that you don't like, you have a problem with, you don't think they're worthy of receiving healing energy, just toy on that for a moment. Just dwell on it for a little while, and and ask yourself, how does that work? That you become the judge if someone receives it or not. So basically, the healing energy is not ours to spread, and it's not up to us to determine who is worthy of it, or those that don't deserve it for whatever. To be a healer at this level, you really have to be able to give healing to anyone or anything. Why? Because let's look at the Good Samaritan. He was given healing energy, given healing energy, and dragged off into the road, dragged off the middle of the road, where he lay in peaceful. But what we've done, what happened there was someone has interfered with that person's will, his path, his pathway, and that's not for us to do. We offer them healing. If they don't want it, fine. Just as you shouldn't force it on people, you really shouldn't be giving it if you're not a clear channel. Now there's a thought. Okay, just remember those words, a clear channel, where there's no obstructions, there's no conditions to healing energy that you're giving. Just as it's our free will to give, it's their free will to receive or decline. But if it includes someone that we do not like, we wouldn't give them, a lifeline if they were drowning. No. You have to be able to give it to everyone without judgment. Remember that, without judgment. Okay, there's my little lecture for the day. So, we can start now, all right? Are we all sitting comfortable in a nice chair? Or a rotten chair? As long as it's comfortable, doesn't matter. Okay, and now we're sitting comfortable. We have to do the regular housework. Turn the phones off. Make sure you're as isolated as can be regarding someone walking in and disturbing you, or someone rattling at the front door. If these things do occur, just acknowledge the sound is there and then let it go. Just leave it be and it will disappear. Okay. Oh, excuse me, I've got an itch in my eye. All right. So let's begin. We're sitting nicely in our chair. We're going to take the usual 3 nice deep breaths to get us centered and at peace with who we are and where we are. Okay, so let's take the first deep breath, and as usual, we can feel it going through to our torso, through our stomach, right down to the pit of our stomach, where it lays there, not dormant, but it lays there as if you saw it as a dancer, it would be a dancer just warming up. That would be a pretty sight, wouldn't it? And then as we exhale, we let go, we release all the negativity that's around us. We can see all this yuck, all this muddy stuff which is the negativity of the not good things that's happened to you. And let's take another deep breath, number 2. We take that again right down to the pit of our stomach. And as it passes its way down to the pit of your stomach, it also will dwell, if there is any area on the healing's journey, it will step there for maybe a couple of seconds just to help out. Or if not, it'll go straight down to the pit of your stomach and blend together with the one that is always there. And then they blend together, the two healing energies, the new one and perhaps the old, most recent one. And then again, as we exhale, we can tell that we are gradually coming back to being in rhythm with yourself as you release all the mucky stuff, yucky, all the negative thoughts, actions that you've hung on to through the day, that perhaps it's just not nagged you and bothered you. But we can let that go now. That and all the others there. And then finally, we take the third breath into our beings. Then as it joins with the other two, you can feel that you have a great big ball of blue light that is just whirling around on the inside, in your inside. Again, just clearing any of those last bits of negativity, all those bits of dis-ease. And while it is doing its work, clearing you of negativity, we notice that great big ball of beautiful healing energy is beginning to spread right through your body. And it doesn't seem to follow a definite path. It just knows where to go as it as it works around you, spinning off what little remains of the negative energy and replacing it with that lovely pink light of acceptance, of unconditional love, healing at a different level. But this blue light is still going round and round inside of us, from the top to the bottom. Nothing gets left or missed. And now, as that is doing its work on all of us, bringing us the healing energy, it brings us the healing energy for us. Now that we have used it on ourselves, we can continue to use it on others. So at this point, we begin to become aware of the healing energy sort of leaking out of us. It's almost like the steam coming out of a pot. It finds a way out. And this healing energy is exactly the same. It will find a way out of our body, wherever, through the skin, the pores, anywhere, anything, through our fingers, tips, doesn't matter. But we become aware of this healing energy leaving us. But we notice that as it leaves us, more healing energy continues to flow in. So now we have opened that gate. We are not only receiving it, but we're radiating it out as well. And as we become aware of this, just take a few moments to be quite amazed by this energy that's leaving you, almost using you as a filter to spread out. And think of all your loved ones, your near and dear ones, family ones, people that you know you love, all of those people that are close to you, nearest and closest, I suppose. Just invite them to share the healing energy, and just invite them to be a part of it. And just be aware that, are you happily sharing the healing light with anyone in particular? That's a good question. If you're not, don't be afraid to admit it, because in admitting it, being aware of it, you will change that energy and it will dissipate. It will return just as unconditional love. And those that choose to be with you, then that's great. You can all have fun together. You can all have a good time together, because you are all in contact with this healing energy, just as the healing energy is in contact with all of you. So continue to let that healing energy continue to flow. And let's go further afield now. Let's go to people we know, just acquaintances, not necessarily friends, just acquaintances. And the same applies to this group. Just offer the healing energy. If they join, that's great. If not, that's great for them also. And now we are aware of this healing energy as it's actually spreading beyond us, beyond any horizon we can see. And as it does so, just be aware, as when it comes to any healing places, clinics, hospitals, private people looking after a loved one at home, and not just the carer, but the person that is being cared for, and also the people that have come together in admin to make this possible, to make sure there is someone there to help out. And just enjoy this feeling of seeing all these spots, these little pieces of really bright blue shining through the ordinary blue, the very intense blue, to bring healing to those people, those places, the paramedics who help bring them to the hospitals, and all the service people involved. Let me take a few minutes here just to see that healing energy involved in all those areas and all those people. And as we lift our head, we can see that our planet is completely covered with a blue healing energy. As it works on every living thing on our planet. The people, the animals, domestic pets, the animals that are kept on farmyards, and the wild animals. So that should be good. And you can see, shut your eyes and you can see the energy as it's working around the planet and into the waterways and up into the skies. Not only can you see the forest being covered in blue and all the animals in the trees, on the ground, all have a few moments of peace and tranquility. Just think, how does that feel? Just explore it, examine it. Well, I don't know about you guys, but while I'm sitting here, I've got hotter and hotter. Nice one. Okay. Before it's time to leave, just the vision that you have of the planet with the healing energy completely around it, through it. Just commit that vision to your mind, so it's always there. Whenever you want to share healing with someone that is open to it, you have that vision, that memory. You can always use. You don't have to be part of a group. You can do it just on your own. So perhaps now it's time for you to come back very slowly. And then as your awareness begins to return fully, just wipe your feet on the floor, give them a bit of a rub and rub your hands together. And please don't go just yet. I've just one other thing to say. Okay, so when you're now fully grounded, I've just got the message regarding last week. Should that happen again, I mean, heaven forbid, I hope it doesn't. It obviously happened for a reason. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll find out in time. If anything like that happens again, when a meeting is scheduled and it doesn't work for whatever reason, just please remind you don't have to be in a group. You can just go back into the library and pick one out, pick a recording out. And you can do that. You could use that. Because all of these healing techniques, they're not new. They're as old as as old as even before man came on this planet. So you can always just do one on your own. You don't have to sit there wondering what's happening. Just pick one out and sit and put your feet up and off you go. Okay, so I leave you with them thoughts. And thank you for being a part of this. And I'm glad it worked. It worked really good by the sound of it. Magic. Okay. Well, thank you for hanging in and attending this week, tonight. And we'll be doing the same thing next week. Same time, same place next week. Maybe we have some different words. And just have a thought about if you do have any reluctance to share healing energy with someone you feel doesn't deserve it, just give that some thought. and how judgmental it is. And what does that say about you? So anyway, do have a good week. And we love you lots and we'll see you lots soon. Okay, bye.